In every aspect of football, there are always challenges, even right on the pitch.
For you starting the business of Nextinis, what were the challenges you faced?
I think the biggest for me was picking my team all around the world, focused on different departments and different areas. It was not too easy to do that. It's all in one package, I believe, the hospitality industry in football. We focus more on the fans,
Yeah.
what they want, what they desire, and we try to meet their needs.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to an exciting episode of the BallBusiness Podcast. I have a very special guest who's come all the way from Canada today to Sheffield. And today is going to be different. A lot of agents can learn from me. Today we'll be discussing about a wonderful hospitality company. Without further ado, I have my very good friend, Mr. Tolu, is the CEO of Nextinis. How are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Mr. Fumbi. So nice to see you.
I've really stressed you a lot from yesterday, from the game Chelsea-Milan. He's a very good Chelsea fan, and he enjoyed his time at Stamford Bridge. I think that was 2 days ago.
Yes.
Yes, and that was good. For me, I felt the game was a bit tricky for Milan because of the red card, but we don't go into that today. Today, we are going to be discussing everything from starting an hospitality business, what Nextinis is all about, how you guys can, benefit from patronizing the platform, using the platform, because I can see even the stress of us getting a ticket to the game. We saw, even sometimes people stay up all night to get maybe a discounted ticket, and you have to register to a club before you could get tickets. And all of those things, we'll be discussing them today. Solution Nextinis has brought to the world of football hospitality. What brought about the idea of Nextinis?
Well, it's the passion to give the global football fans what I believe is an unforgettable experience at every of our events.
Yeah.
The will and the passion to bring more vibes into the game of football, to ensure that every football fan from around the world enjoy football to the core. And that is what Nextinis is bringing to the football industry.
Oh, brilliant. So, did you find a gap in the industry, or you believe, because for record, you've got a master's in the football business industry with the FBA, and of all the aspects of football, you've decided not to be an agent, you've decided not to be a coach, you've decided not to start your own football academy. What is the inspiration that brought about you starting a sports hospitality company? Was there a gap, or you just came across it and said, okay, this is the industry I'm keying into?
Okay, it started from me attending football games and then not finding it too, vibing. So I thought to myself, this is an area in football that is not or has not really been tapped. So I thought, creating a more vibing atmosphere, an atmosphere where fans can come in, really enjoy themselves, while we provide them, exclusive hospitality packages where they don't really have to stress if they're moving in from other cities or other countries. For example, someone coming in from Tokyo in Japan, coming to see an FA Cup final in London. We want to make that very easy for everyone to be able to travel and to travel without stress, and yet you still feel the passion of the game of football. You still vibe to the environment, the stadium, and everything, while you enjoy exclusivity, in terms of the logistics, the ticketing, and the stay, the hotel, everything, bringing it together as a package to football fans from anywhere around the world.
Oh, that's brilliant. To be fair, there's a gap there because this is the Ball Business Podcast. We like to discuss the business of football. Mostly is about Asian, but today is taking a slight turn. For people who want to go into probably thinking, I think I might start a business in the football industry. Why would you tell them to, ditch other ideas and get into hospitality?
Hospitality is massive. it is an area that drives anywhere in the world. And in terms of revenue, it is in the billions. So but if we're not talking about money, I mean, if we want to talk about comfort, if we want to talk about the game itself, it is something that I believe we've not really looked into. And, there's a lot of opportunities in the hospitality business and football. I believe that the focus is majorly, or, usually we have people talking about the law and football. We have people talking about scouting, the game itself. But how about how we enjoy football? So I see an endless opportunity in the hospitality aspect of football, sport hospitality generally, which is why Nextini is there to give to us, a bit of that for the start. But for young football enthusiasts, football hospitality, hosting events, it allows you to travel, make meaningful connections, and network with, fans in the football industry, as well as give you the privilege to also see some of these games yourself. And so it's all in one package. I believe the hospitality industry in football is something very huge, and I think this is the right time that we have to harness the opportunities that comes from that industry or that aspect of football itself.
Going into the business of the game, there's a whole lot of aspect that we've already established. And talking about starting a business, of course, now you've agreed that there's a multi-billion industry in the hospitality aspect of the game. For you starting the business of Nextinis, what were the challenges you faced, and what are the challenges that young entrepreneurs or already serial entrepreneurs that are thinking of going into sport hospitality, what challenge do you envisage for them? How did you conquer them? What are the things you learned so they don't make that mistake?
I think the biggest for me was, picking my team, or let me say, assembling the team.
Yeah.
Team of experts from all around the world, focused on different departments and different areas. It was not too easy to do that because the vision that we have, or that I have for Nextinis, is very, very complex. So finding people that meets or that fit into the roles that I need them to, was quite difficult. But I think apart from that, the logistic aspect of it, because you have to give it time, you have to move around a lot, you have to, leave your family behind most of the time, you have to travel, you have to be ready to meet people, you have to consult. I have a few people that I know that are very vast when it comes to football. You want to talk to them, getting them to get back to you, the feedback, how you're going to partner with others and all of that. It was a bit difficult, but it's something I believe that I mean, everyone who wants to come into the industry can do. It is something that is quite challenging, of course, but very interesting. Something that I believe that, with time, you get to love it, regardless of the challenges. Challenges are there. They never stop coming, and that is why we're here. We're here to take up the challenges for our clients, for our customers, and to ensure that they enjoy the game of football seamlessly or without stress.
Yeah, I see. Because talking about the logistics being the most difficult part of the business, I see what you mean there, because you flew all the way from Canada to England to, I believe, to find collaborations with the travel agency to give people who are going to watch the AFCON a wonderful experience.
Yes.
Talk us through that process, because next thing is, I believe you're going to be selling tickets for people who are going to enjoy the African Cup of Nations that is happening in December in Morocco. What are the expectations from Nextinis or from the fans, that are going to, take money out of their pocket to purchase a ticket and believe Nextinis or trusting your brand to give them that experience of the AFCON that they are looking forward to?
Well, the fans are expected to have an unforgettable sporting moment,
Yep.
especially with us, for the AFCON 2025 event. We are putting together massive benefits. Apart from that, we're coming with a lot of new initiatives into the football industry, and we want to make this particular event a very special one because it's going to be in Africa, and I am African. So, and I know the vibe of my people. And then for every other person coming from everywhere, European, Asians, those from the Middle East, we have clients from everywhere. We want to make it a special event for them. AFCON is special. It's special to me. I've seen a few of them. So for us, we're doing a lot to ensure that this event, like I said earlier, is an unforgettable one. And I believe that we're also coming with a lot of surprises, packages to be able to show to our clients and our customers that we really care for them and we're here to stay.
Also, you've got package for the World Cup already, or is after the AFCON that you begin to get packages for the World Cup? What should people expect as well, looking at the World Cup is going to happen in your country of domicile, which is Canada, America, and Mexico? So what are we expecting from Nextinis for the fans?
For the World Cup, it's going to be even better because it's going to be happening in 3 countries. Canada, which is my country,
Yeah,
the United States, and Mexico. So I believe it's the greatest sporting event.
of course.
Yes, so
World Cup.
it is even going to be better. Very amazing. We have a lot. We're partnering with a lot of companies, a lot of individuals that can help us create good moments, I think, for our fans. And I just want everyone to expect the best from us, for the 2026 World Cup. And before the World Cup, we for sure are going to be at our Champions League finals.
Oh,
We'll have our tickets rolling out as soon as it is ready. We're going to be there. Our fans are going to be there. Our customers are going to be there. And we're going to give them, like I said, amazing moment all through. It's never going to be a dull moment with Nextinis. You love it.
It might be a little bit I don't want to use the word bias, but I think sentimental, for lack of better, rhetorics would be the good ones to say now. So you might be a bit sentimental because a lot of football fans have been saying the tickets are being priced out. They are being priced out of the game, and there's no football without fans, if you understand what I mean. So in terms of that, as a sports hospitality company, what do you have to say? That I know it's your business. There might be a little bit of moral and ethical kind of obligations for you, to side with the fans because they are the ones buying the tickets anyway. And also, you need to make profit as well for business. But what do you think? What do you think about this new ecosystem of fans complaining and prices of tickets and club needing have to make the money?
I mean, for us at Nextinis, we focus more on the fans,
Yeah.
what they want, what they desire, and we try to meet their needs. Regarding ticketing, it's been quite challenging. We've had experiences with counterfeits. Football is a game that I believe everyone should be able to enjoy.
Yeah.
Regardless of your background, regardless of your capacity in terms of financially. So ticketing for me, I believe should be in the average, like what FIFA tried to do during the
Club
Club
World
World
Cup.
Cup,
Yeah, because
trying to cut down the price of tickets.
people were not buying it. You understand what I mean? And Messi was there the first game, but people couldn't care less because the price were outrageous.
Yes, and having that kind of a situation where football fans want to see their team play, but then they can't afford it. You can tell how devastating that is.
It is.
Yeah. So I mean, the area of ticketing, I believe that a lot of stakeholders in the football industry are starting to wake up to that, to see that, there's no football without the fans.
Of course.
And that is what we are also here for, to give the best for the most reasonable and affordable price so everyone could attend the favorite football games.
To be honest, I could say because I got value for my experience, the Chelsea game, and shout out to Nextinis. I know you guys have been doing wonderful in that area as well. But it's just something that in the ecosystem of the game now is being a very hot topic, and you see, and still stadiums are still being sold out. To be fair, and you can't really now justify. But moving away from that, you did make mention of counterfeit tickets. As a company or as a business person, how do you prevent that? Because especially these are high ticket sales. Because if I'm for, let's say, the AFCON, tickets might be priced over $1,000 for all of the inclusive packages. How don't I fall in the wrong hand? What are the measures that you guys put in place as an hospitality company for people who are going into the business or who want to see how the business has been done? How do you prevent this from happening?
Well, for the AFCON 2025, and I believe that is why we want you to come to us, because we get that sorted.
Yeah.
We source most of our ticket from the most reliable sources. We ensure that you do not have to stress to get yourself into the stadium to watch your team play, and we give them that by providing them the best. So we made sure that our tickets and the sources of our tickets are 100% genuine. We never had a problem with that, and I don't see that happening. And we believe that for the AFCON, we're very good to go in terms of ticketing. And based on the packages that we have, it's going to be an all-inclusive, so you don't even have to worry. We're going to take care of your hotel accommodation. We'll take care of your transportation from the airport to the airport back when you're leaving,
Yeah.
from the games and back to the hotel, and with so many other, packages that we're putting together behind the scene. So we're taking away all of this stress. All you have to do is, to show up and enjoy your games.
And they shouldn't worry about counterfeit tickets because you are going to handle all
No,
that.
not at all. With Nextinis, you are sure to get the best, and the best is always what we give.
The best is good enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I'm buzzing to be honest, and I'm looking forward to be there because Morocco is a very beautiful city. I think I was there in March to watch Nigeria versus Ghana, and it was very, very exciting. I was there again, kind of honeymoon with the family, with my wife then, and yeah, I don't think anyone should miss this AFCON events. Yeah, so now going back to a whole of this is about business wise, you understand your expectations. Let's say, for example, there's a kind of gap in what you've expected. Maybe you are partnering with someone and they at some point something happens that all your plans could not be sorted out. How do you mitigate this risk that comes with your business and especially in the hospitality industry where you cannot afford to disappoint your customers? How do you mitigate that? For this is not about like next in this package. I know this is just for people who want to learn from this podcast as a business person going into hospitality business.
For me, I'm a very tough go-getter.
Yeah.
I like to push. I like to go. I understand that in every aspect of football, there
Yeah.
are always challenges, even right on the pitch.
Of course.
So, and that is why I have been able to assemble and partner with, a very, very good team that ensures that, when we have difficulties from any area of the business, we get on it very fast, try to sort it out, to make sure that it doesn't go beyond what we can handle, and that is what we've been trying to do since we started, and just to mitigate the risk. So yeah, for sure, problems are,
Arise,
difficulties,
yes.
yeah, are going to come from different areas, but yes, that's why we have the team that can handle in such situations.
I really like how you've answered that question because you are a CEO, you're an entrepreneur, you know how all of these things work. And resilience is something that everybody needs, even as an agent or a sports marketing and branding company CEO as well. You are so big on collaborations, you are so big on getting the right team, like you did mention earlier on. What do you look out for when you, or what is your advice for young entrepreneurs or people, for entrepreneurs that what do you look out for when you're picking your team? That's one. And secondly, to collaborate with other business properties or other organizations as well, or other companies. What are those things that stand out for you to say, okay, I think I'm going to go into an agreement with you, or I think you're a good person and I want to hire you? What are the things you look out for in that regard?
Assembling the team, I try to look out for the passion,
Yeah.
because football is a game of passion.
Yeah.
So I try to look for the passion from my team members. I want to ensure that we feel the same way about
Yep.
football, and that we want the same thing from what we're doing. And for my partners, I try to look out for quality, because that is the basis, and uh, quality, you know, time management. For me, partnering with companies, it comes with, working with time,
Yeah.
and I try to look out for partners that are very responsive, and partners that offer quality services, and because that is what we want to give to the fans. So you want to be very watchful of your time. You have to keep going at some point, and you want to ensure that the partners that you have around you, that you've partnered with, they're there to give you the best at the very short period of time. So
Yeah. This might be sounding a little bit personal because at the ball business you have a community. It's a community of over 200 persons. They are football inclined and football focused. I get a lot of requests, even on my personal emails and DMs, to say, can I? They are trying to look out for mentorship
yeah.
or even internship. Is there an opportunity like that with Nextinis currently? If someone comes to me and say, "Oh, I want to do something into sports hospitality business," and is there an opportunity for that?
Well, we have a team that is quite,
Massive.
yeah, it's quite big right now,
Yep.
but yeah, maybe in a few months, because we are moving to other projects,
Of course.
and we don't mind, tapping into, talents. The football industry is filled with talent from around the world. So, yeah, maybe at some point, yeah, because we're moving into bigger projects. We want to get into the league games. We want to get into cup finals, and all the stuff. And like I mentioned earlier, the World Cup. So,
Yeah.
yes, for sure. We will definitely look into that. But right now we have a very massive team, and they're doing really fantastic. If you have it, yeah, you can eat us up. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, that's a sign for you if you're watching this podcast or you're listening while you're driving or going for your walk and you're thinking of getting into the hospitality, business of the game. This is an opportunity to send a DM. You could, send a message. I think it's info@nextinis.com, or you could just comment on that. This page will reach out to you. Thank you so much for that opportunity. And it's been nice talking to you in terms of the business. And I'm trying to rack around my brain to see how much more I can pick your brains as to what are the people going into the business,
Yeah.
what are they going to look out for. You've talked about vision, you've talked about time management, you've talked about quality of service. Is there anything you think you're supposed to mention to say, okay, for you to want to get into this business, you must have this, so, so, and so?
I mean, the most important for me, like I always say, is, the vision, the
Yep.
goal,
Yeah.
and the passion that drives it. And I believe that there is no vision or there's no goal that you
Yeah.
cannot reach. And the football industry is big and massive enough,
Yeah.
to accommodate you if you're bringing in new stuff, if you're bringing in, quality. It's always there. You always have investors around, trying to see what they can do. So, I mean, uh, quite a lot, quite a lot. It's something that you cannot predict,
Of course.
but you have to be ever ready. Like I always say, to just come in. I believe that you have to try your best to come in, and then we start to tackle whichever problem that there is. But I can assure everyone coming into the hospitality side of football that it's an amazing field. It is something that you're going to enjoy, something that is going to move you around, something that is going to, something that is very interesting that you're going to love, you know, uh, aside from the logistics and all of the things that I've mentioned. Quite difficult, yeah, times, but for me, I believe that, you just start. You just start, have your vision intact, create a plan to achieve this goal. We started just like that. Every step counts.
Of course.
So keep going, never stop. It's not really about you having everything at once, but you can start by, picking them, one after the other, trying to get things better. As long as you do something every day
Yeah.
and you make yourself better, the right opportunity will come, and be ready to take it.
Good, 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 good. That's very, very insightful. One step, step at a time, one foot in front of the other, which is good. I always ask my guests whenever they come on the Ball Business Podcast this very good question. We've been discussing about all the do's. If there's just one thing that you always say that you shouldn't do, um, the don'ts of the business for you to be successful. It could be anything. And I always ask, what are the things that you don't do? And yeah, you shouldn't do as a business person wanting to start this kind of industry or this type of company.
Well, for me, I do not compromise quality. It's one thing I don't do.
Yeah.
I try to keep to the standard or raise it even higher, because we have, clients watching, coming to our games, buying our packages from every part of the world. So you want to give them quality for what they're paying. You want to be trusted. It is quite needed if you're coming into this area of football. You want to be, trusted. You want to give quality. You want to ensure that you interact, and you know how your clients, how the fans feel about your services, and not just that, the game and all of that. For that, I do not compromise. And then, yeah, I think secondly, for quality, those two. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'll be closing this podcast. It's a very, very exciting topic or a discourse because in the hospitality business there's a whole lot that accompanies with it and a lot of people asking. There was this massive question I got in my DM, which I'm supposed to even ask you today because now we've seen there's the ballers in God, there's people of faith and all of those things. And I believe that you are a very strong person in terms of your faith. So, what role has that played in making this business a successful one so far?
I'd say a very massive role it has played. Uh, you come into the industry with character. You come into the industry with integrity, and I believe that has really helped us get to where we are today. So yes, it has played a huge role.
Thank you so much. It's been nice to have you on this podcast, and I really appreciate your time. And enjoy your flights back to Canada.
Thank you.
And I hope to catch up with you soon and meet you again in Morocco.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Yeah.